Off we go from Denver. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Raiders pick it up. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field, see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Back to throw here. Pass complete right side to Bowers. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are on the board first here this afternoon. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. You look at this Raiders defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now back to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now it's Nix. Got a man open. It's Sutton. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
Here's Nix. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down. To throw, here's Nix. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Back to the air with Nix. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. You look at this Raiders defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And the big thing for them was the interceptions. And you hear teams all the time talk about establishing themselves against the pass. You know, no-fly zones and things of that nature. This group had a bunch of them in last week's game.
Nix to the air. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Raider drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. He's got a man, complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. They'll run here with a rookie. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Raiders 14, Broncos nothing.
2nd quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of his tight end, Bowers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the 31-yard line.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gets past one man. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less. He'll look to throw. He'll hit Mostert again here. And the Raiders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this 1st half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
He'll try again. And not a whole lot there as they'll get him down at about the 2. 3rd down and goal. This Denver defense trying to hold up for one more play. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and run for it. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
A lot of incompletions on first and second down. It certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
To throw is Nix.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That's good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
The tight end in motion right.
Nix to throw again.
He completes this to Sutton. There's a nice move. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. In motion goes the tight end.
Working out of the gun is Nix.
And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Good call there on first down. And, Brandon, I'm getting better over the years and not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive trading. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Escaping the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on first and goal.
On second and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Broncos get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
What's good on the extra point? And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with a 21-7 lead already in their hip pocket, probably not a time to get too creative or inventive here. We'll see. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Bowers. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
And the Raiders first down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down.
That one complete to Trey Tucker.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So on fourth down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This is taken at the 18. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Broncos 7.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon.
Will Lutz to kick off for the Broncos.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
absolutely.
Mostert hit, and he drops the ball.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. He'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Looking to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Back to throw now on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
They'll get the tight end Bowers involved there.
And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
2nd and 5.
They're going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll set up a throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Nick Bonito make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Nix from the shotgun.
Flushed out right. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Nix.
And the Raiders have got him.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
Brings it 2nd and 14 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Nix.
He finds his man, complete. That's Harvey. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To throw, here's Nix.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Nix to the air. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Throwing Nix.
That is caught, and he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. A great effort there. With his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Broncos have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, it's very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for 1st.
And this is the worry because sometimes you can get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
55 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Alex Singleton, the linebacker, there on the tackle.
As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Now 2nd and 9 from the 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. It's a quarterback sneak. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
This is 1st and 10.
Throwing to start the drive. Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Looking to throw. Nix. Flush to his right. He finds his man. Complete. That's Harvey. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Yeah, that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Nix looking to throw again.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to get this outside. Oh, this could be a double pass.
And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They're going. It's Nix.
Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
2nd and 3 with the ball sitting on the 5. And he's going to have a Raider 1st down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
So this one a victory for the Las